So economically it was hard for our family because my children's father kept losing jobs with FBI visits. But just for instance, we were going to have a peace caravan, and it was going to leave from our house. And it was in the 50s. And I don't know at all, except some notes I wrote about it, that we had a Christmas tree and peace slogans and so forth. So a police car came and sat for quite a while outside the house. And then when people started to gather, police officers came up and talked to us and told us not to go on this caravan. They would follow us, and they, a lot of bluff, but you had a lot of that, of where you were being watched, where somebody was sitting outside. You go to a hall to have a meeting down on 14th, and there's somebody taking photographs. Go on a picket line, and there's somebody standing. And this, you know, there used to be a red squad of the Seattle police, and they collected files on folks, and that came out finally. But they would stand at where the picket line would turn the corner to go the other way. There would be somebody there taking your picture as each person came. Well, it was intimidation of folks. You figured you were put into some file, and you know they're going to use this in some way. So it was a challenge, and picket lines never stopped. We kept doing it. We're the only city that did not deport anybody from that period of time. We had a Committee for the Protection of the Foreign Born, so we demonstrated down at the INS building and in the County City building. Some people had their mailbox blow up, or their fuel tank, the oil tank outside your house for the oil that was coming to your house for heat would be turned on, and the oil would flow out. The car would somehow go down the hill, be let go. Stuff like that that was frightening, and yet wasn't anything you could do about it.
Who was doing that?
We don't know. My brother was killed by the police when he was 13 in 1953. If that happened today, there's organizations that would have done something about it. But we didn't feel there was anything we could do about it, other than to get a lawyer or something. The police officers, one of them killed himself immediately, and the other guy killed himself a few months later. But J. Edgar Hoover used this information to talk about juvenile delinquency, and they talked about my dad as a communist not coming to the funeral because he was gone. So there was, it's like they would use anything in this way. You know, and it just accumulates. And so you figured your phone was tapped, and you were being followed. When I would be driving somebody, I'd be followed. The FBI spent a lot of money on this kind of work. I think oh well.